Okay, well, this is kind of a weird thing because Paul said, here, let's do a video. And I said, what are we going to do? He says, I'll tell you. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, Paul, what are we going to do?
Okay, I just looked up greatest heroes of all time. And like, there were lists everywhere of all these heroes. And I want to know who you think are the greatest movie heroes of all time. And I want you to rank them.
Greatest movie heroes, not superheroes?
Greatest movie heroes.
Okay.
So it doesn't have to be Superman. It could be somebody who's not in a superhero movie. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all the heroes on the screen, okay? And then we're going to cut, and you guys are going to think about it, because I don't want 8 minutes of thinking about, is this guy a level 1 or is this guy a level 2? Okay? So we're going to come back, and we're going to compare your lists.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay? So here are all the heroes, and you can decide in your mind, is this an S level, A, B, C, D? Okay? Try to have the same number of heroes in each category. Okay? S is number 1, D is last place. And you can rank this based on if you think they're very memorable, if they really made you laugh when you watched them, if the actor was really good when they did this. You rank it however you want to. So we're going to cut right here.
Do, 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 do. All right, Paul. So while we were doing this, Paul showed us the list of everybody, and he said, okay, try and eliminate 5 of them right off the bat who you think are not real heroes.
Real heroes are not even worth being on a list.
So we had to come up with a consensus before we started our list. And we did. We took off who, Paul?
We took off Harry Potter. Sorry, Harry Potter fans. Aragorn from Lord of the Rings. And Frodo from Lord of the Rings. Frank Drebin from The Naked Gun.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you agree with that? I don't know.
Frank Drebin would be a pretty funny hero. And Harry Potter, while he did some heroic things, he was more being chased through the series than an outright hero.
Yeah, true enough, but Rocky is on this list. And was Rocky really a hero? All he did was he won the game that he tried to play.
He was a hero.
He's an underdog hero.
Okay, so we're going to start at D level.
Okay.
This is the worst of the list.
Right. Now, even though, I want to classify, even though it's the worst of the list, they're still hero level.
Yes.
So, we still like them.
But in legacy, for you, these are the worst of the list.
Okay. All right.
Let's see how close we come. You have 4. I only have 3, so.
Yeah, so we got definitely a difference. Okay, so I've got Wesley from The Princess Bride.
Okay.
In D level.
Carrie Elwes. Okay. Epic movie. I loved him in it.
Loved it.
I have Wesley too, because I don't have him down on there.
Okay, so the first one we have an agreement.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got Woody from Toy Story.
I don't have Woody there.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to read one of yours?
I'll read mine after yours.
Okay. I've got Captain Kirk.
Ooh.
I know, but I had to put him somewhere.
You just don't enjoy watching Captain Kirk.
What was the reason that he's not a hero?
Because it's a team effort.
Okay.
Okay. So you need the entirety of the Enterprise crew is the hero, not necessarily just Captain Kirk.
Okay.
Okay. That was my rationale.
Okay.
And I've got Maverick from Top Gun. And although love Top Gun, as far as the heroes are concerned, he was a wingman in Top Gun, so.
Okay.
Okay. I have Wesley, because I forgot to put him on my list altogether. That's how inconsequential to me he was. Jack Sparrow. I don't really think Jack Sparrow's a hero. Really. He's self-centered, etc. I don't think...
No, we have to determine, are we talking about somebody who does a heroic thing, or are we talking about the protagonist of these movies?
I'm looking at this as, if I was to define somebody as a hero, would I define this person as a hero? And I did not.
Okay.
Same with the Terminator. While the Terminator may have helped save the world...
That's pretty heroic.
He was a robot. He wasn't choosing a lot of... It was his programming that did it.
He's not a robot. He's cybernetic.
Yeah. He has all... No.
Exoskeleton
So, you know, John Connor could have been a hero, right? But I would not put the Terminator himself down as a hero. And Rocky, while he's an inspiring story, I don't think he is a heroic person.
But the Terminator was able to overcome the sum of his programming. So
Which
that's
is heroic.
pretty heroic.
Sure.
On a personal level.
Yeah, yeah. Not as a...
Okay, so we only agreed on one in that one.
Yeah, Wesley.
Okay, level C.
All right. Okay, level C. I've got Han Solo. I've got Jack Sparrow. I've got Ellen Ripley. And I've got John McClane. Those are my C level.
I'm surprised you
heroes.
put John McClane so low on your list.
Me too, actually. But is what it is, I guess. How about you?
John McClane, eh? You put that low. Okay, so I have Indiana Jones.
Okay.
Indiana Jones in level C?
Yeah,
That's
because he didn't set out to be a hero.
He fought the Nazis.
Yeah, but only so he could get gold and treasure. It's not a real heroic act.
But he could put it in a museum.
He found the Holy Grail.
Yeah. So no, Sarah Connor, she basically just tried to survive more than anything.
But isn't it heroic to fight these future machines?
But everybody at the time was fighting.
To save your unborn child?
You know what I mean? Like everyone was fighting. So you're put in a place where everyone's doing it. She just happened to be part of the main story. So I'll put her there. And then Katniss Everdeen, again, she did a heroic act by, well, is it a heroic act? She did a loving act by taking the place of her sister.
Heroic.
But does that make you a hero?
Or does that just to her sister?
Does that just make you a loving sister?
Well, being able to survive a competition like that in a dystopian world is pretty heroic.
But was it? Like, what did she do heroically?
And doesn't she go on to help fight the city
She's
overlord?
She's drafted into it as a figurehead.
She leads an army
No.
to overturn
No, she
the
doesn't.
dystopian government.
Like in the later films.
No, she doesn't. She's propaganda for most of the three films.
Well,
she uses a propaganda tool.
the way I tell the story?
So yeah, I put her in C.
So we don't agree on anything.
Nothing there.
Okay. All right. B, and I'm going to get some flack here. I've got Luke.
Luke Skywalker.
Luke Skywalker, savior of the galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah, not very heroic.
I've got Katniss. I've got Rocky. And I've got Sarah Connor.
Okay. Okay, your turn. Blow our minds.
I put Ripley in this one. She was trying to save fellow crew members. She was trying to save the soldiers. She did heroic acts to save the soldiers in the movies.
She fought terrifying aliens.
Yeah, I think that was... Yeah, she was doing her best
She
to
was
save
just trying to
others
save her life.
and other people.
Okay.
I put Woody down. He was a hero to the toys. Always looking after, trying to protect his toys, and look after Andy, etc. I'll put him in the middle of the ground. It's hard to put a cartoon character into this story of heroes. Maverick. He was a hero in Top Gun.
Why do you say he's more of a hero than Katniss?
Because Katniss he chose to be in the military. He chose to go and defend people. He was already there. He was already a fighter pilot ahead of time.
She chose to go to flight school.
She just got drafted. No, he was in the military. He was already a pilot. We see him at the beginning when he does the upside down move. He's already a pilot. They sent him to flight school for more training. So he was already a fighter
So
pilot.
basically he was just doing his job.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she was trying to survive a dystopian world.
But she was put into a situation. He volunteered for the situation. There's a different
So
thing.
did she.
No, she volunteered to protect her sister. If her sister didn't get drafted, she would not have been there. She would have stayed in her place and not done anything.
Okay.
She didn't.
Right.
She would not have led an uprising had the name not been chosen. He was in the situation to be in danger and protect others, so that's why I put him there. And then I have Neo,
Okay.
that didn't know he was going to be there, and eventually went to save the human race from the machines.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll put him down as a hero, number 3.
Okay.
Okay.
A quality.
This is the second best, everybody. Second best heroes.
I've got Indiana Jones. Okay. I've got Iron Man. I've got James Bond. And I've got the Terminator.
Okay.
I have Bond
Oh.
in there. I put Solo in there. I put Batman in there as a hero. How many times has Batman saved Gotham, etc.? And I put John McClane in there. He's a regular soldier,
He's a
cop, who got into a situation and put his life in danger to save other people. He could have just gone out of the building at any time, and he put his life on the line for other people, not just his wife.
For his ex-wife.
Not just his wife. He was up on the roof, protecting the people trying to get on the helicopter, etc., etc. So I will put him down there as well. But Bond, yeah. How many times has Bond saved the world, apparently? Every movie.
Yeah.
Okay. And now we're going into Ultra category. These are the
Okay.
top of the top.
This is where I've only got 3. I've got Neo. I've got Superman.
I knew Superman would be on the top of your list.
Yeah. And I've got Batman.
Okay.
That's it.
We line up with Superman. I put Luke Skywalker down there. You know, he did save the galaxy. You know, and he rescues people numerous times throughout there. He always puts his life on the line for others in there. I put Iron Man. Nothing needs to be said other than I sacrifice my life for everybody else in the world and in the galaxy, really, right?
Well, 50% of everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, and apparently the other 50% weren't doing too well, right? They were still not even had baseball games after 5 years that happened. So, yeah, and garbage in the streets.
Oh, well, baseball games.
No, but remember how that was what I found funny when in the show they had the meeting where people were getting over losing people, but they showed the streets and there's still garbage piled up on the streets. Like, nobody picks up garbage anymore.
But
And
if Falcon and Winter Soldier told us anything, all those people returning caused quite a bit of chaos.
It's true.
That's right.
It's true.
So
But-
is he really a hero?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, Thanos was right.
Yeah. Yeah. And I will put Captain Kirk down there because as the leader of the Enterprise, he has saved the galaxy, the Federation, different planets, numerous times. And it's his decision making that the Enterprise follows. Had he decided to just, nope, we're not going to do it, then the people would have died. So he still, even though it's a team effort, and not only that though, many times, if you watch the old episodes, it's him doing the heroic acts and sacrificing himself.
So you guys were close on a lot of them. You guys were far apart on a lot of them, but they only got 3 put in the same category. That's not a lot. I figured for sure you guys would have Luke Skywalker at the top. Both of you would
I
have.
did. I had Superman.
But he didn't have Luke at the top.
No.
No.
Where did you put Luke?
B.
Third.
B level.
Third.
Yeah. Okay. So
Star Wars
and
fans
mostly-
hate you
listen,
right now.
No, because listen, you can't just take into consideration the one movie. You have to take into consideration the entire timeline. And in the entire timeline, Luke quits and goes off to an island and lets everybody deal with themselves.
So if you take the hero aspect out of it and just look at these as characters, are there any that you put low on your list but you really enjoy them like S level?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. Maverick, Wesley. I mean, I can't justify putting Wesley in superhero level, but I loved the Princess Bride.
But would you take Wesley and put him in replace somebody you already put in your S level?
I might take Wesley and replace him with Katniss Everdeen because I enjoyed him more than Katniss Everdeen, but it is what it is now.
Okay.
I'm happy with my list.
Okay. So
I am.
whose list do you relate to more? Don or Mark? Whose wavelength do you share?
I think you lost people at Luke is a C.
But I think my justification for it is, and no, Luke is a B.
B.
But I think my
Solo is a C.
I think my justification is fair.
Yeah, well, yeah. Everybody has their own opinions.
I mean, Solo is a smuggler,
Who saves the galaxy?
but he was just smuggling.
And
he,
saves
wa-
Luke Skywalker.
he was a driver.
He went from a smuggler to a general
He was
in the army.
He was a drug Uber.
Yeah. And he didn't shoot first. Ooh, Star Wars fans are mad. All right, let us know what you think of the list. Until next time, I guess we'll see you on the channel.